With Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party tickets being on sale now, many people are either debating whether or not they want to go or have decided to go and are now thinking about how they want to spend their party time. So here are 9 tips to help you plan for the 2026 Halloween party. Hi, I'm Shannon from www.prepschool.com, and I'm here to help you with your Halloween party planning. Usually, we don't have Halloween party information until after the first party because we go to the first party and we will be doing that again this year. And then we gather everything that we have found and then we publish it. But we were like, no, people really start thinking about it when they're buying their tickets, when the tickets go on sale. And either they're trying to decide, okay, let me learn what the Halloween party is so I even know if I need to buy tickets, or already have bought the tickets and are now trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to spend my party time to use this party ticket that is not cheap? So today I have 9 tips to help you get started with your Halloween party planning. Number one is to buy your ticket ahead of time. There was a time when not only could you buy your ticket same day, but we would encourage people to wait until the same day. And that is because the Halloween parties take place during hurricane season, so it can be very rainy. It also can be a thing of like, do I have enough energy to go? So we would tell people in the past, wait until you get there. And then if you want to go, like the weather's clear and you have enough energy, walk up to guest services, buy the ticket, and go in. But now that is no longer possible because the parties do sell out. The parties take place in 2026 from August 7th through Halloween, a few days a week. So even if you're not going to the party, it is helpful to know these dates so that you can navigate around them. The prices for the tickets do vary depending on the date. The lowest is $119, then it goes up to $229 for Halloween night. People will often decide to go like, yes, I'm going to go to that Halloween party date. And then they won't buy tickets. And then they're surprised when they go to get them that they are sold out. So this is a very frustrating thing to witness every year because a lot of times it's mixed travel groups, like a group of 8 and 4 have gotten tickets, 4 waited, and now the last half of the group can't get them. So we do advise that you get your tickets as soon as you know that you want to go. I know it's not cheap, but they do sell out. One thing I want you to be aware of are scams on social media with people saying they have tickets. When I posted on Facebook the day before the Halloween parade tickets went on sale, I had 2 scammers in the comments saying, I have tickets, but I can't use them. DM me if anybody wants to use them. But the tickets weren't even on sale yet. They were just trying to get people to DM them. So if you find yourself scrambling for tickets, don't fall for these scams because they are not legit. They were even trying them before the party tickets went on sale this year. Number 2, choose clothes to dress appropriately for Florida. Costumes for the Halloween party are not only allowed but encouraged. One of the few times that adults can get dressed up. The costumes do have to be family friendly, and if you're in the parks, do not sign autographs. That is the number one way to get in trouble with Disney. They don't want people to mistake you for one of their official characters, but you absolutely can dress up. But do keep in mind the weather because Florida is hot. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, where I lived, Halloween was often very cold. And so we had layers. We had like snow boots on and layers underneath our costumes, but Florida is not like that. In fact, we tend to wear printed shirts to keep it lightweight while still feeling like we are participating in the Halloween party. And that way we can pair the shirts with linen pants, with skirt, just something light that allows us to participate but stay cool. There is an Etsy shop where we get these kind of printed shirts every time that we want a new one. And I will link to that in the description. Number 3 is to make a plan. There is a lot to do during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, so make sure that you are defining what your top priorities are. And then once you have that list, you can sort of put together like a puzzle. If you have another time to do Magic Kingdom, like this isn't your only Magic Kingdom time, we do suggest that you focus on the party exclusive things that are not available outside of the Halloween party. However, if this is your only Magic Kingdom time, you might want to do a balance of party exclusive things and rides and like, traditional Magic Kingdom things. So you can kind of get a mix of both. The party exclusive options that you have include fireworks, a parade, exclusive character meets, shows that are just for the Halloween party and trick or treating. So you can do all of that or some of that and make a list. And then once you have that list, we can start to put it together like a puzzle. Number 4, plan to enter early. So the party officially takes place starting at 7 p.m., but your party ticket will get you in as early as 4 o'clock. Now, this is helpful for a few different reasons. One is if this happens to be your early Magic Kingdom time, you can do regular Magic Kingdom things between 4 and 6 when they shut it down to daytime guests. And, that can let you take advantage of some things that aren't available during the party. For instance, not all rides are available or restaurants, things like that. Some things for the party even take place between 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So if you are focusing on party exclusive things, some of those actually do start early. That includes the Main Street bypass being open. So when you enter Magic Kingdom, there is a pathway that is open for the party that allows you to pick up your bag for trick or treating, get your first bit of candy. There's usually characters out, photo pass, DJ. So this pathway is sort of your intro into the Halloween party. And then you can go into the park after this bypass and you can do normal park things, or you can enjoy some Halloween exclusive things that are going to require you to have on your wristband that they give when you enter the park. Number 5, plan to visit popular characters before the party begins. So I just said that some things are available from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And if your list happens to include some popular characters, they might be on that list. The 3 that were available last year, and we will see how it works for 2026, is Jack Skellington and Sally. They started meeting at 4:30. And in fact, we were at the front of the pack to get into Magic Kingdom with our party ticket. We went straight there and we were done meeting them within 30 minutes, which is really good for Jack and Sally. The second group of characters that started meeting early were Pooh and Friends. They began meeting at 6:30. They used to start earlier, but last year it was at 6:30. And the reason this one is popular is because it is these 4 characters together, which you never see at Disney World. It's the unique grouping that people are really after. And then the last character that started meeting early in 2025 was Elvis Stitch. So it's literally Stitch dressed as Elvis. He started meeting at 6:30 to 6:45 over in Tomorrowland. And so that line can really grow. So if any of those characters are on your must-do list, then be sure to plan on meeting them before the party even begins. Number 6, opt for the second of the parades. So if your must-do list for the Halloween party includes the parade, you will have 2 choices of times. We do highly recommend prioritizing this because it is a fantastic parade. Of the 2 parades, the second one is always less busy than the first. People that want to leave early will usually opt for the earlier parade just so that they can watch it and then scoot out. However, one caveat to this advice is to watch the forecast for rain because it does take place during hurricane season. It's very rainy. And so we would hate for you to miss the first parade and then the rain comes in and the second parade does not happen. So if the second parade looks like it could be rained out, then definitely go to the first parade. But if the forecast is clear and you are willing to go until the end of the party, we do recommend watching the second parade. Tip 7 is to save trick-or-treating until the end of the night. So if trick-or-treating is on your list of priorities, we do recommend waiting till the end of the night for a few different reasons. One of those is so that you don't have to carry candy around all night because that can be kind of annoying, especially if you're going on rides or especially if you're worried about the chocolate melting. So you might want to wait just for heaviness reasons. Another is that the cast members are often very generous in the last hour. They will often pile it in a little bit heavier than they do earlier in the night. Some of the trick or treat spots are also entertainment in themselves, so you might want to allocate a little bit of time for that. For instance, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is both a trick or treat spot and they have a special version of the show where they interact with people that are coming in. PhilharMagic is often showing movies as well as having some treats. So some of these are more than just trick or treat spots, but allow a little bit of extra time for those. I want to mention that allergy-friendly candy is available if you have somebody in your group that has allergies and they can't eat the regular candy, like a peanut allergy is probably the most common. they can be given tokens as they go through the trick-or-treat lines, and then those tokens can be redeemed at one of the allergy spots. There are usually two, I think it is, one of them being in Liberty Square, but that will be on the map and you can follow that. If you don't want to do the tokens, you can actually just go right to the Allergy Friendly Center and redeem there. But sometimes, especially with kids, they want to be able to trick or treat the same way as other kids, but instead of getting candy, they get tokens. But if you want to skip the tokens, totally you can. Number 8 is to maximize your magic shots. So if you're not familiar, magic shots are photos that are taken in the parks and then Disney's editors insert things after and they appear in your account with special graphics on it. There are many that are exclusive to the party. Disney posts the options to their Facebook page photo album. So there is the PhotoPass Facebook page that has all the current PhotoPass options. So when they decide on the Halloween party ones, they will have a special album just for that. These can usually be found throughout the park, but also one thing that we do is we will often just find a photographer on Main Street and say, whatever magic shots you have here, we want them. It kind of just makes it efficient to snag multiple, but there will be some throughout the park. If you happen to have Memory Maker, which is photo downloads for your trip without the watermarks on it, these shots will be included, or they do have the option for you to buy Memory Maker one day. This was created, I think, specifically for parties. So if you want to just get Halloween party photos, you can purchase Memory Maker one day to do that. And lastly is to plan dining strategically. Now, we don't recommend using too much party time for eating, including scheduling table service reservations during the party inside Magic Kingdom, because that really eats into your party time. However, we do still need to eat. So what we will often do is eat nearby just beforehand. Now, the most convenient way to do this is to go to one of the Magic Kingdom area resorts, and that way you can eat and then head right into the park. However, there is a caveat to this because with the entry beginning at 4 o'clock, a lot of the table service, if not all of the table service, at the Magic Kingdom area resorts doesn't start till 5. So if you aren't planning to go until 7, that will be easy enough to do because you can eat at 5, head over to the party at 7. But if you want to enter at 4 o'clock, then we would recommend some other options that are available before 4 o'clock. Some of the good options are Steakhouse 71 Lounge. The restaurant itself doesn't start till 5, but the lounge is available. Captain Cook's, which is quick service at the Polynesian. And then we enjoy Geyser Point, which is over at Wilderness Lodge. And when you're done eating, you can take a boat over to Magic Kingdom. One thing to know is that the Grand Floridian Cafe at the Grand Floridian is scheduled to be closed during these months. I think it is closed from July to October for refurbishment. So that one will not be an option before the Halloween party begins. Now, once the party has started, you can use mobile order. In the past, mobile order was not available during the Halloween party, but it is now. And we will often mobile order party exclusive food that is not available outside of that. One of our favorites is Cosmic Rays because they have really good party exclusive food and it gives us a chance to sit down inside, out of the heat, out of the rain if it's raining. And it's also like a place where there's entertainment going on. We can exchange fuel rods. They have a bathroom there. So it's just a great stop for us. We don't want to stay there for too long, but we do often get a light meal there so that we can try the party exclusive foods and have a little break to do some other things there. Okay, so that is 9 tips to get you started. As I mentioned, we will have information after the first party so that you have the confirmed deep details from this year's party, but hopefully that's enough to get you started for now. Let me know if you have any thoughts, comments, questions down below, and thanks for watching.